part of the universe.
Part of the universe. Tell me more.
I see the cosmic roses.
What color are these roses?
They're pink, red, blue. Some are white. There are many.
Where do you see these roses?
They're floating in the universe. I was touching them with my fingers.
What do these roses represent? Ask them now.
Many things. Life. Love. Temple.
I'd like for you to access, just grab one of these roses, the one that you need today, for right now. Tell me which one you've selected.
It's bright pink.
So as you connect with the knowledge of this rose, this bright pink rose, become the bright pink rose and access the information you need. What is this pink rose?
It is who we are.
Tell me more.
Each petal is a transition. And each petal holds knowledge of the sacred sisters.
What knowledge are you accessing at this moment?
Divinity of the cosmic mothers, a sisterhood of light.
Would you tell me about this Sisterhood of Light?
There's a formation of sisters, as above, so below. We bring that which is above in love, below, in truth, love, wisdom, in our grace. We hold a tone for humanity in love. We connect spirit for Earth Mother. When we are below.
Who is part of this Sisterhood of Light below? How many?
There are many.
Is Keleena one of them?
We have shown her. She has been a initiate of Isis, a high priestess, for the Sacred Sisters. There are 12 original initiates. She is one.
Has she been doing this in different lifetimes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Would you show her one of them today?
Yes.
Thank you. Where are you? What do you see?
Hiding.
You're hiding.
Hiding. The sisters hiding.
Sisters are hiding. Look around you and tell me where it is that you're hiding.
In a cave.
A cave. Mm-hmm. How many are you in the cave?
I don't know. I mean, there's 12. 12 plus others.
Mm-hmm. As you look at the others, how old are these women?
Many different ages.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
Maybe 20.
Mm-hmm. What do they call you? Listen for your name.
Mary.
Mary. Mary, why are you hiding in this cave? What has happened to put you in this cave?
They don't like what we do.
What do you do, Mary?
We teach truth.
Mm.
We teach the magic that is within us.
The magic is within you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what has caused this hiding? I'd like for you now to go to that moment that caused you all to go into hiding. Be there now.
There's an uproar.
What has caused this uproar?
Some kind of created hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Greed.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hide the truth.
I'd like for you to look around and describe the scene for me. Tell me who's there with you.
There are protectors. I hear Templars.
Templars. They protect you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They want to move us. Hide us.
Mm-hmm. Where are you right now? Look around.
In a room.
Mm-hmm. Where is this room?
Dark.
In a dark room?
The candles are not all lit.
Why is that?
So that people don't know we are meeting.
Mm-hmm.
We don't fear the people. However, we must protect our families.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you, Mary, to zoom out and look at this place where you are from a different perspective. Describe where it is that you're meeting. Where is this room?
It looks like a castle.
Mm-hmm.
It's very wet.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by wet? Oh, it's raining.
Mm-hmm. It's rainy. It's rainy there.
And who is in this castle? Are these from the Templar?
That's where they meet.
Mm.
But the energy is looking dark. The energies that are looking. They're looking for the Templars as well.
Mm-hmm.
We work with them.
Tell me more about what it is that you do. How do you use this knowledge, this truth, and magic? How do you teach?
We teach the people to go within. That the magic is within.
Mm-hmm. Do you do this openly or in secret?
We cannot do it openly anymore. We can travel to Avalon. And we can do it openly there.
All right. So I'd like for you now to close this scene. And now let's move to the next significant scene in that lifetime. Be there now. Look around you. Where are you?
I'm holding someone's baby.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I've gone through the portal to Avalon.
Explain to me how you do that.
There's an entrance that we know of that we can walk through.
Mm-hmm. Where is this portal? Is it indoors or outdoors?
It's in the forest. It is another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
You may walk through it if you know how.
How is it that you walk through it? Teach me, Mary.
We believe. The body is light. We know our bodies are light. In that state of being, we can walk through the portal to this other dimension.
So I'd like for you to do this now. Walk through this portal and tell me what's on the other side.
That's where we teach the magic.
Tell me more.
That's where we learn our magic. This is where the Lady of the Lake resides.
Would you tell me about this Lady of the Lake?
She is a high priestess. We call her Mother sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Merlin is here as well.
Who is Merlin?
Yes, like a wizard. He teaches us as well.
Mm-hmm.
He has many crystals.
Mm. What is the setting in which they do this? Is this an outdoor setting or indoor? What does it look like where you learn this?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
We connect with nature, the elements. We use all from the four corners.
And when you say we, when you go through this portal, are you by yourself or are there others in the sisterhood with you?
They all come through.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hate here.
Tell me
It's
more.
all love.
Mm-hmm.
We know who we are, and we are authentic. There's no judgment. There's no control. There's no hierarchy. There's no societal pressure. We can live outside, we can live inside. I will bless this baby. It is not my baby.
What are you doing with that baby?
The mother has asked me to bless it with the rose oils that I use.
Mm-hmm.
It will be its first initiation.
When you bless someone, a baby, with this rose oil, what happens?
It's like gifting a sacred tone.
Does it make any changes?
The baby is an infant. It is only a welcome into the world and a blessing from the mother.
Mm. What happens next?
It is a light activation of the heart. As the child grows, its heart may stay open. The children outside of Avalon, their hearts close, because they do not live in freedom to be who they are.
And what will happen now that this child grows with an open heart? This child stand out.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it will always know love, for it is love. If it leaves to go to the outside world, it will be a harder journey. For those that do not have open hearts are not the same.
Now, when you say it leaves, when it leaves, are you talking about the dimension which you're in?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
if it wishes to do so. We have free will
Mm-hmm.
and free choice. You may stay, you may go, you may come back.
How does it differ to live in this dimension where you are?
There's no greed. We all do for each other. We live as one.
What about your bodies? Do they need nourishment the same as in the other dimension?
We eat. We make merry. We don't eat the same foods.
Tell me about that.
Our diet consists mostly of fruits and nuts and berries. We can create soups, you will call it. We don't believe in taking the souls, the flesh of an animal. It is not needed. The Ka body does not need it. The light body does not need it.
Very good. So now let's close this scene and let's move forward to the next significant scene in that same lifetime. Something that impacted your life. Be there now. Where are you?
Facing a man. I'm wearing roses on my head. Sacred vows.
Who is this man?
He will be my husband.
Have you chosen each other?
Yes. We choose in love.
I'd like for you to look at his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize these eyes in the lifetime of Keleena?
I know who he is.
What is the significance of this moment to you in taking these vows with this man?
It is eternal. Practice the same. And bring forth the same in every life. And recognize the eyes. They are recognized, yet not yet met in this life.
Very good. So I'd like for you now to take the feeling of what it's like to be with this soul in front of you, so that you will recognize. You will know who it is. Remember the vows and the sacredness of the joining of these two together. Absorb. Tell me what you feel. What's happening?
The body's absorbed into oneness. It went from an unconditional love to becoming one light. Fire in the heart. Flame, passion.
Tell me more.
That was an ignition in the heart.
Very good. Was this ignition necessary?
Yes.
Let's find out now what caused this ignition to turn off. I'd like for you to close that scene now, and let's see what happened. What happened next that closed off that heart? Be there now. Describe your scene for me, please. Where are you?
I see him. With my third eye, I can see him. He's chained to a wall.
What has happened?
He went through the portal to assist others. And he was captured. They want to know his magic. He's an alchemist. He won't tell them because they want to use it for evil. They're torturing him. I can see it with my sisters.
How is that affecting you?
It's a deep sadness.
Look inside of your heart. Tell me what's happening to your heart as you're witnessing this.
The petals on my rose are wrinkling. They're dying.
Tell me what happens next.
I feel that they slit his throat. I feel it. I feel it in the middle of the night.
How does that affect you?
They took him from me. Angry. Deep sadness.
So I'd like for you now to connect with his soul. What does he tell you?
I'm always with you. In every lifetime. This is only one of many. Follow the plan.
How do you connect with the soul of Keleena?
I speak with her. telepathically. Heart connection. It is an echo, back and forth. It's a vibration. It is happening now.
Do you take a physical body in this lifetime?
Yes.
Does she know this person?
Not yet. She knows us.
Why have you not met yet?
Location.
Do you have a mission together?
Many.
Tell me more.
We're here to do the same as we always have. Teach ascension through the light body. She knows who I am. She has not met me in person.
How can she prepare?
She's been prepared her whole life. I have come to her. She has come to me.
Do you visit her?
Yes.
Are you the one she feels?
Yes.
What do you tell her when you wrap yourself around her?
That I am always with her. That I love her. Life is only a moment. We have to remember to enjoy it. As above, so below.
Is there a message that you would like to give her now?
A message she wishes to hear, a message I will give her. I tell her soon, but she does not like the answer. I've told her that since she was 14. I want her to trust, as it has always been. We connect by the heart. Eternally. In the light. She will remember more soon.
Very good. Is that all?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I'd like for you to take a deep breath in and disconnect. I'd like for you to go drifting and floating through time and space to another time and another place. We're looking for a man that opened a very thick red book. Allow yourself now to be in that time and space with this man. Look all around you. Where is this place where you are?
The temple.
The temple. Very good. Describe this place for me.
It feels pure.
What do you see in this place?
We're in that room with the book. But there are others standing next to him. cannot see their faces. They're all wearing white with gold sash gold sash or belt.
Mm-hmm. Why do they not allow you to see their face?
They're laughing. It will be too easy, they said.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we give a little at a time. We call it the piece to the puzzle.
Mm-hmm. So they have given you a piece before, showing you this red book. And now I'd like to have you ask permission to see if you can see what is in that book.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's opening it as he did last time.
Mm-hmm. What do you see in this book?
Missions, outcomes, goals, lives.
Is this your book?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What are you being shown?
Confirmation.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. I want you to read that book and say it aloud so we can remember it.
It's my personal book.
Mm-hmm.
My lives. He's pointing to one. Confirmation.
What is the confirmation all about?
The life I've questioned. I've known, but I've questioned.
Mm-hmm.
I did not trust. Mariamne Aurea III. Mary Magdalene.
Mm-hmm. What did you need to know as a confirmation from this life now?
Because we live in a world now where people tell you that none of this is true. The soul knows and feels the truth, but people tell you no. So we must get past our own ego. The ego that's been created. And the fears that came with it. Remove the wall.
Are you ready now to remove that wall?
Yes.
I'd like for you to see that wall that you have built around you, protecting you. And tell me what it looks like.
thick metal. So no one can get in. But I couldn't get out.
Similar to the Knight Templars.
Yes.
Who were protecting you. You built your own wall of armor.
Yes.
Are you ready now to melt that metal?
Yes.
What will you be using?
Sacred fire. Gold light.
Begin when you are ready.
And love.
Tell me how that feels.
There's no pain.
Expand your light out now, beyond that. Feel the freedom of that expansion. Allow yourself to finally break through the confinement of your own space. Allow your light to brightly explode out. And as you speak the light language, translate it.
For within the light there is only love. Nama kone sintesishimo, burante sikiata. In our divinity, we are the light of unconditional love.
Freedom.
Taqwa. Freedom.
So as this magnificent light, I'd like for you now once again to return to that book, to those that were in the room with you in this new light. What do they say now?
Welcome home.
Connect with them, and let's find out who they are.
The original 12, which are 24, which expand to 144. They're all the original disciples, the high priests and priestesses. They enter the dynasties in love. Just as souls to transition, to teach alchemy, to teach ascension, and their light.
And as you look into these light beings, I'd like for you to recognize these souls that are now living in the lifetime of Keleena. See if you see any that are walking with her.
Yes.
How many do you see?
There are 24 that she knows.
Mm-hmm.
The rest are coming. You are standing with her. Do not doubt. They are coming.
What is the mission of these collectives?
Ascension. The truth. In love. And wisdom. That all is within. It has always been the same. We teach that we are one. We teach the universal laws of oneness. We always have. It has not changed.
So I'd like for you now to give her a picture of how she will be expanding her work.
Yes. In oneness and unity. And this collective of souls, they band back together to create large events, large gatherings. Not only to activate one another, but to bring harmony and peace. And from that event, each light goes to a different space, a different place upon the planet. After activation, and activates more and more, it continues. It's a higher frequency.
Mm-hmm.
The vibrations change. And it will continue. It all works through the heart.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let's continue on this journey. I'd like for you now to show her a little bit more about the psychics and the intuitive messages that she has received. Give her confirmation. Give her the connections.
The sisters are amongst her.
What is it?
The sisters are amongst her.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about the sisters.
They're all connected to the Divine Cosmic Mother.
Mm-hmm.
We refer to them as the Cosmic Mother themselves in physical form.
Okay.
They carry the divinity and the light, the purity through their heart. It's very sacred. There's nothing more powerful than the mother's love.
How do these sisters affect mankind?
feel the love. It's unconditional. They work through their heart centers with no judgment. They activate through the heart. Some of them are nurturers, like the mother. Some of them do more than one. She knows she catalyzes, but also nurtures and activates with light codes. Just only to assist in love's vibration. All of the sisters are initiates of Isis and have gone through many levels of initiations.
How do these sisters know that they're one of the sisters?
Some do not yet. There are those that don't know yet.
Does it matter if they know or not?
What matters is that they do their work in purity through their heart. They understand that we are truly one. The mother touches their soul when they are ready.
Very good. Now, Keleena sees blue lights shining all over everything coming from her third eye. When she asks others if they experience the same, they do not. What is this blue light that she has?
The third eye is open. The blue light may stand for the ray. It's an activation light. When she works and heals, and connects in a quantum essence, everything goes through the heart, and many activations come through her third eye. Many will not understand that.
Do they need to understand that?
No. She only sees it because the eye is opened. It does scare her sometimes when she sees it on other people's faces. She has thought she might burn someone's eye.
It reminds me of Archangel Michael's blue flame sword.
It is as well. Yes. It may also, we may understand in a different way. We may explain this if you don't mind. Part of her journey is to purify. She starts a purification process in others with the activations. We understand it as the intensity of ascension. Many don't like it when they have to go through that part.
What do they feel?
Purging is the word that you use on your earth. We call it cleansing. That is more appropriate.
Can it be painful?
It can be painful for those that do not want to face their own fears. Yes. But if you face the fear and you acknowledge that everything is done in love, there is no pain. There's no need to suffer.
So when you talk about purging, is it meant physically, materialistically, financially? What does that mean when you purge?
Purging is a cleansing of the emotional and mental bodies, the physical body. We capture and carry so much with us from all these different lifetimes in the soul.
Mm-hmm.
It is a release of everything that is not needed. They are the things that do not matter. They brought us experiences in each lifetime. And many have gone through many traumas that have connected, and they've retained those traumas within. And they've held on to them. They have not released them because they didn't release them through the heart.
Mm.
They held on to them and suffered in pain and continue to bring it forward in each lifetime until they release those. They will continue to carry it. This is why purging, purification, or cleansing is necessary in this process.
Mm-hmm.
This is how ascension works.
So how is Keleena purging?
For her own self,
Mm-hmm.
she has gone through a purging process since she was a child. A purification through the chakra system.
Mm.
And each person goes through this through the chakra system, through the physical body, in their connections to that area. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. She experienced something where all her chakras turned white. Was this part of that purification?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete.
So how does she help others?
She helps others to heal through the heart. She allows them in her teachings to understand that when we let these things go, when we release, after we acknowledge what we needed to learn, that each thing was only a lesson in love. And when we release this, we cleanse. We cleanse all of the bodies in the release cycle. She activates them with codes.
Mm. Now she still has someone in her life who has not been able to be healed. What would you recommend for her in this instance? For that person who still is angry? How can this healer help heal?
It is a time when one must understand and see themselves that they need healing. It is free choice. One can turn their back, or one can see the truth. If one does not wish to see the truth, they are not ready.
So as she receives from this person judgment, what can she do?
Send love.
Okay. Very good. Now she went through an experience where there's a white light flash in her third eye, and then there was a white light explosion, and the next day everything on earth disappeared. Would you explain to her what happened that day?
It was quantum. It's the experience of what one may call quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
When the body will leave and go through to another dimension, the physical body normally does not experience that. In consciousness, she was still conscious.
Now, do we not do this every night when we sleep?
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
But you are not conscious.
Mm-hmm.
We kept her partially awake on purpose.
was the reason why you kept her awake?
So that she may learn and teach and learn. This will become more apparent for others in the years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And there will still be times when people will fear these things. It also goes to show one that they walk through dimensions with their physical bodies still intact. Or they may go as a light body.
Now, in the life of Mary, she was able to walk through a portal to a different dimension.
Yes.
Is Keleena doing that now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is she teaching others to do that too?
She enables others to do that when she downloads their codes.
Would you tell me more about these codes? She downloaded some codes today.
They're light code activations.
Could you tell me more about that?
She accesses the field of light codes. She carries all the light codes within her. They were gifted long ago in another life.
Mm-hmm.
She has this access to universes, other galaxies, other points of origin. She sits inside you, very protective, encased. She calls it her beehive.
Mm-hmm. Her honeycomb?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She can connect with the points of origin for the person she is healing or activating. The same as when she conducts her videos. She knows who is healing or who needs healing. She knows who is listening. Her higher self knows. Her higher self knows who will watch it later. All of the points of origins, all of the codes are touched and brought through in the language of light.
Now, she was brought here today for some reason. Would you tell her why?
Together you will be sharing these codes of light to activate all souls. As you work together in oneness, there has to be a way for those of you that have returned in universal oneness to create these events of gatherings for people, for them to be activated. Those who are ready will come. Those who are not will not.
Now, those who watch this, will they be receiving any activation?
Ma te me te kiranta sontomana. Te sekiranta sameshuto maniaki. Hia ora orka santoshuma setemente. Funta mene si chushukanana santasa. Ya ye konama. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Keleena feels very connected to Atlantis, Egypt, Avalon, and Christ time with goddess energy. And she says that she has seen herself underground in tunnels that run from the areas of these dynasties, connecting them. We already know who she was in one of these periods. What is the purpose of her seeing them all now?
Same soul. Same energy, same mission. The reason we see is to understand that each dynasty is connected to the next. There are hidden places upon the planet. Many have not been activated yet, but they will be reactivated soon. There are some places she has already gone, she herself with some others, and have activated these places. They are sacred temples. There are others who do it as well.
Now what does Saint Germain have to do with this activation?
Alchemy. He is with her whenever she works.
Is he here today?
He is always with her.
Does he have a message?
Everything you touch turns to gold. Understand that. It all works through the heart.
Does Saint Germain have a message for me today?
It is the same message. He is with you as well.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Now, she told me that in January 1st of 2015, she woke up as a completely different part of herself. Everything changed. After this, she was guided that she is Kumara and recently Elohim. Was this a higher soul aspect walking in?
Yes.
Would you explain that process, please? What
The
happened?
lower soul aspect was finished. It was a karmic piece of life that had to be completed. She had to bring her children in. For they have their own mission.
And what about now? This new soul walk-in of hers.
The evolution of the soul continues. This part of her being, this aspect, understands frequency, vibration, light codes, the laws of one. Things needed to be cleared before the walk-in could occur.
Very good. I'd like to talk a little bit more about her career. Her guides refer to her as a pathfinder, quantum energy healer. They continue to show her reaching more and more people. What other things should she be doing besides what she's doing now? We talked about the events already. What about anything else that she needs to acquire in knowledge?
The books we have shown her are only manuals. Manuals of what you may call instruction for others to enter their light body, more of something that would be given at a workshop, you would say.
Good.
The music, which has just been presented, was a gift as she was asking how else to reach, as she was shown she needs to reach. The young man was a gift. They have worked in other lives. She has not met him yet. She has only spoken in an email. This helps with the frequency and the vibration and oneness. This is how it works.
Because we are all vibration?
Yes. We are all energy.
Now something has happened to her body. Ever since she was young, her knees have bothered her. Is this something from another lifetime that she is remembering? What's going on with her knees?
Several lifetimes.
Would you allow her to see one of these so that we can clear this today?
Yes.
All right. Allow her now to go through time and space. And see now that lifetime.
For thou shalt kneel before me.
Who are you there?
She did not kneel.
Who's in front of you?
She is.
Tell me what's happening.
She refuses to kneel.
Who are you?
I have no name.
What do you call yourself?
I am a king.
A king of what?
England. It's my dynasty. It is my time.
What do they call you?
George.
And who is this before you that won't kneel?
She thinks that she is better than me.
Does she tell you that?
No.
Then how do you know that?
She practices magic.
How old is this woman in front of you?
19.
What do they call her?
Her name is Maria. She hides in the dwellings.
So what is she doing in front of you today?
I had her brought here
For what purpose?
to share her magic.
What will you be using it for?
I asked her to prove it, to make me gold. She claims she will do nothing of the such. She will have her life taken. I force her to kneel in front of me.
Describe the scenario. What's happening?
The guards are making her kneel for me. Her hands are tied and her mouth is tied because she was screaming. She was screaming she will do no such thing. I'm more powerful than she is. Now she's forced to kneel.
What happens next?
She'll go to the dungeons. She'll be locked up. She has 60 days to change her mind. She will kneel the whole time.
How can you get her to kneel the whole time?
We'll tie her up. And chain her.
I'd like for you now to get to the end of her life. What happens?
I remove her head.
What do you do with her head?
They take it away. is disposed. Body is burned.
What happens to you? You never got your wish.
I'll find another.
So I'd like to ask you, George, are you attached to this woman in any way? Are you still trying to get your gold?
She owes me that gold. She lied.
How are you influencing her now?
I make her knees hurt.
What else do you do?
I inflict pain on her spine.
Do you affect her neck in any way?
Sometimes.
Now, George, you've never felt that you got what you needed, but you already had it within you. You see, this is what she was teaching, that you have all of the power within to make the magic. The magic was within you, and it's still there. Are you waiting? You've been waiting all this time. Are you willing now to find this gold that was within you?
Where is it?
It's within your heart. I'd like for you now to look within your heart and you'll see a spark. And tell me when you see that spark. That is the spark you've been searching for all this time.
There's a small spark. It does not look like gold.
Make it bigger. You have the power. Make that spark bigger. And make it even bigger. Explode it out as big as you can. And tell me, George, how that feels.
Where did that come from?
You had it within you all this time, George. This is what you were looking for.
Hurt many.
Are you ready now to ask for forgiveness of all those? Yes. Would you allow me to assist you with this, George? I'm going to put my hand over your heart, George, and I'd like for you to give me all of that pain and suffering that you feel now from all of those that you've inflicted upon. Pull it all out of yourself. Because when you forgive yourself, all is forgiven. All is cleared. Pull all of that pain and suffering out. Connect with all of those that you've hurt. Ask for their forgiveness.
I was wrong.
Pull it all out.
Forgive me.
Send it out to all of those. And tell me what you feel from them.
They're giving me love.
Accept that love, George. Tell me when I have all of that pain so we can take that away. Pull it all out. Allow me to take it and send it to the universe for healing. And now, George, what would you like to put in that space?
Love.
Let's put that golden light of love in your heart, what you've been looking for all this time. Feel that gold as it comes in. That golden love. Allow it to spread through all of your essence. And now, George, are you ready to release yourself from this woman and all of those that you have caused pain? And follow that light.
I am.
Very good. What would you like to tell Keleena before you leave?
I am deeply sorry.
Take a deep breath in. Keleena, can you forgive this man for not knowing any better?
Yes.
Thank you. George, I'd like for you now to release to the top of her head. Archangel Michael is there waiting for you. He will take you straight to that prime creator, the light of source. Tell me when you're there.
Yes.
May the light of the universe always accompany you, George. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to ask if there are any other areas in her body that are being inflicted with influence of any others.
Yes.
Can you tell me where that is?
Shoulders.
So allow me to use my energy to bring that energy up. And you could speak now. Are you male or female energy?
Male.
Male. What is your name, please?
I'm galactic.
You're galactic. Why is it that you're with her?
Damage has been done.
Tell me about that damage.
Through lifetimes. Damage was done. Through destruction.
What caused the greatest destruction to her?
My jealousy.
Can you tell me who you were in that lifetime?
It was more than one.
More than one? Were you male and female in those lifetimes?
The one she remembers her male. There were some female.
So why are you attached to her now? What has brought you into this lifetime?
She helps me purify.
Did she agree to this?
Not consciously.
Do you have a contract with her?
I am upon the earth. We are contracted to do work.
But on the earth you also have free will.
Yes, I know.
Has she given you permission to attach to her to help purify you?
Consciously, I did not do it.
What have you been doing to her shoulders?
When she cannot reach to touch her honeycomb, she cannot deliver. However, she's been smarter, and I do have to say, I am proud of that for her. I do not wish to hurt her.
What is it that you want from her?
Her love. She turned her back on me in many lives.
And now?
She gives me love.
But giving you love with pain is not the proper way to love.
It wasn't conscious.
Mm-hmm. Would you like her to give you love now so that you can go back to the light? Back to Prime Creator, the Source?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. I want Keleena to take a deep breath in and activate what is needed in this soul.
Nesha miamiki. Umana santashe. Santarenta mukumanea. Funcho shemiante santae kuntu. Tana sataniana kinasasho. Shantakianta shuma. Ne ire intamo. Meaki sisioto. Nahampotanesinte kirosuntoswa.
What have you told this soul?
That he has always been part of the light. He has always been love. And he will forever be. He has to remember.
Thank you very much. And now let me speak with this entity. Now that you have received this activation, this love, tell me how you feel.
My heart beats. Pounds.
Mm-hmm. Look within that heart and you'll find that light within you.
It's already pounding.
Make it bigger. Make that light bigger. Feel that love. This is your connection with your source. This is true love, unconditional love. Are you ready now to follow that light to pure love?
Yes.
Very good. So I'd like for you now to detach from her body completely. Go up through the top of her head, right here. My team of angels are there to help you. Tell me what you experience.
Pulling myself out of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Many angels.
Thank you. May the light of the universe always accompany you with love and light.
Thank you.
I send you my gratitude for clearing this woman. And now I'd like to ask for the assistance of two to assist Keleena today. I'd like to have Archangel Raphael step forward and fill those spaces where these entities were once residing in her energetic body, and fill that space with your beautiful healing light. Feel that light go through as Archangel Raphael fills the space. And I'd like also Saint Germain to step forward and use his beautiful violet flame to clear anything that's left. And let me know if anything is found. Take a look at her vision. Take a look at her reproductive organs.
There's something on her heart.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at her heart. And tell me what's there. Is this something that she created or something that's attached to her?
We are looking at a fetus.
Mm-hmm.
We are describing you what looks like an unborn child.
Why is this unborn child connected to her heart?
We feel it was lost in this lifetime.
Why did this child connect to her heart?
Never detached.
Let's find out where it came from.
Venus.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happened on Venus.
It is not that it happened on Venus.
Hmm.
This child came from Venus.
Okay.
Tried to come into this lifetime as an infant of her own.
Mm-hmm.
The pregnancy was terminated.
And this child never left.
Correct. That is what we see.
What does this child need from its mother in order for it to be released?
Just the blessing in knowing that they are one.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you now to take a deep breath in and speak to this child. Give this child the blessing it needs to be released and go back home.
All is well. The light of love. We always have and always will be one. My love is your love. There's no need for attachment. You will always find me in the light.
Take a deep breath in. Child, speak to your mother.
Mommy. I'll wait for you.
Are you ready now to leave? With her blessing. Very good. I'd like for you to go ahead and give me all of that pain you've been feeling. Give it all to me. We don't want you to leave with any burdens. Tell me when I have it all.
Yes.
Thank you. I take your burdens and send them to the universe with love and light. And now, I'd like to ask for my team of angels of the white light to come and surround you. As you detach yourself from your mother and allow them to take you into their arms you back home with love and with light and gratitude. Thank you. So go ahead and detach completely from this child. And I'd like for you to do a scan of your body and see if there's anything there that we can work on today.
We're picking up a vortex of energy over the chest.
What's happening there?
We see an energy trying to enter.
Go ahead and block that energy. Do not allow that energy to enter.
Will do.
But we can speak with that entity and find out what it is that it needs today. Who is this entity? And how can we help this entity today?
On Gaia.
Tell me more.
Gaia's consciousness is just as yours. Ours. Gaia seeks the love of all.
So what does Gaia need today from this very special soul?
Activation code. Gaia needs to receive certain activations just as those in human form. We do not wish to penetrate her being and injure in no way nor form. We ask for the activation of love.
Very good. Are you prepared now to receive that activation?
It will be delivered.
Thank you very much. Begin transmission now.
Sontana sentenente suntomote niki utana shomaguane yasoronte sente kishwaka yatesia na Tonone sentona mokor sunto sentare sentona maka Turo kusana karasanta santa karanta mira karasanta sisiana tototonya ke. Desa karanta sokarana sakarasanta sisiana shotototoya me kiata. Moyan mesetia. Usham moyanki. Manake. Poraka. Te kiato sokora. Non è pedinente suona masotoa. Yushonta nakasanta karasanta sete karasantenia city. Indo no karanta santa karasanta shodamete tini kira soto karanta taya. Mo karanta samaya shinta. Hianakoa. Piana Hoyana Tikiana Ha Satea Sutama Shotona Kiantekia Sarianto Shumataramasotesi Ye Ano Ona Kona Santasasi Shantamoyan Inekiasata Nona Korantata Sakrasandasi Shimoto Parese Ma Ukama Neme Kira Ona Soto Asa Shokoata Shantei Kawayasata Allah Ariakata Yana Karanta Sakrasanta Shakaranda as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you. Now, as Gaia has received her activation code,
yes,
what changes will that do for Gaia?
Envision what we show. There's a shift underneath the Earth's surface. As above, so below is the same for Gaia. It says for Earth. It says for humanity. The code carries in her consciousness field. Humanity can pick it up as well.
Now, Keleena asks about some changes that happened during the eclipse this summer, about her own cycle. And she has heard that in between this time period of restructuring and another day, she heard repeatedly encoding 144. Does this have anything to do with body changes, this number 144?
144 is a code. It's a DNA activation code.
Can you tell me about this code? What does it do?
It's a code of light. We do not wish to get too in depth with this. It's a code carried in the frequency of light.
Can you tell me what the activation does? Are you able to tell me that?
It's part of the body's process of ascension. When one is ready, they will be activated with this code. It's to move into the higher realms of light.
Can one consciously call that code to assist them?
When one is ready, they will receive the activation.
This changing of her body, her vision is not as good as it should be. What's causing that?
We are looking.
Thank you.
It's from man-made lighting.
Can we correct that today?
Yes.
Thank you. Is there a code associated with this vision?
We're actually using a laser.
Very good. Thank you. Can I continue to speak as you use this laser? Good. She has a question about the female body. It seems that a lot of women, especially her clients and mine, are gaining weight at this time. The breasts are getting bigger, the hips are getting bigger. Does this have anything to do with the return of the divine feminine energy?
It's a return of the cosmic mother within each and every soul. The women see it first and notice it. However, the men are shifting as well.
What's happening with the men?
Their bodies are shifting as well. They don't see it as the women do. Women are very conscious of their bodies. That's from programming. If they step away from the programming and accept the body as it is, it will be absolutely fine. It's part of the restructuring. It's part of ascension, and we will be holding light in certain areas for a while. And then it will shift.
So will the women get their thinner bodies again?
When they're ready.
Good. So right now, don't stress over what your body is looking like at this moment.
We ask them to never stress over their body, for each person is different. For their own reasoning, they chose that body, in physical and in light. Never stress.
Now, I've asked most of the questions that Keleena has brought here today. Is there anything that I have not asked that you would like to tell her at this time about her own personal journey?
This old wise soul continues to evolve and expand frequencies and connections to all the brothers and sisters of the light. We will continue to guide her in oneness, as well as you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have a message that you would like to give to others that are listening?
Yes. When one understands the universal laws, the law of one, and that we are truly all one. One source, one heart, one life. It's when one will come together in unity, in love. You are only love. Never forget.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you have activation for any soul that would be out there listening?
We have activations for all. We will leave with one, if you wish.
Yes, thank you so much for that gift.
Mashunta mata ora. Puranta nerianiti. Nakaranta santoshumate. Payana iakia. Sarianta santa garanta santa sinu mane. Shuranta na niano kuranta santa saya. Kataya unotunja shutanesi. Miriankimi. Shunta. Boyanki. Iriana.
Thank you very much for this beautiful session today. Will we continue working together?
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful from head to toe. Welcome back. Wow, let me give you some shungai so that you can ground yourself. Hold on to these for a while. Get connected. How do you feel?
Hot.
Well, you can throw the blanket up. Let's take some of this off so you feel better. So, how is this different than what you've done before?
I want to say I usually do it for other people. I keep hearing miraculous. That's what I keep hearing.
How's your body feel?
It's spinning.
Check your knees.
Oh, my knees, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Your
they're
shoulders.
still there.
Lighter?
Yeah, lighter. I'm really, really, really hot.
Let's get the fan going. So, when you get grounded, we can talk to the camera, okay? But let's get you grounded first.
Wow. Saw a lot.
You did? A lot more than you were saying.
Yeah. Can't say it all when you're...
No. It's too much.
Well, and then I have all of the different aspects, I believe, speaking through, which that's all those connections. They're different aspects.
You finally came to terms with the Mary Magdalene? Yeah. We did it.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I'm floating.
You're floating? And my ears were just ringing. Just
Yes. That's from the activation codes, the frequency levels changing.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. That's
So,
crazy.
tell everybody what it is that you do and why you came here.
Well, see, I don't like the titles, so I activate.
Don't give yourself a title.
Right.
Just say what you do.
Right.
I don't like titles either, but
Yeah. I activate with codes of light through the DNA at a cellular level, through being able to reach all of or actually having access to all of the different light languages that exist.
do you know how many there are?
No, I don't know, but there's so many of them.
And we didn't get into it in the actual session, but you say that you find yourself kind of like in a honeycomb.
And like a beehive.
A beehive.
Yes. And then each little honeycomb is an access to different like point of origin or light language or like universe. And as one of my friends told me, they said when you're actually reaching up and in your videos, you're actually touching the actual honeycomb that's activating.
And you were having trouble with your shoulders. Someone was trying to keep you from doing that.
Yes.
Now do you understand? And how do you feel now?
I feel good. We'll see.
Yeah. So, what did you get out of this today?
Confirmation. A lot of confirmation that things that I've already gotten, but I really needed to clarify, and some healing that need to happen.
Now, you are usually able to see other people's past lives.
Yes.
How was it to be in this scenario?
To see my own past life, that was...
Different?
Yes, I've seen a lot of mine. I haven't seen the ones that I connected with today that I needed to.
And with George...
Oh, George.
That was pretty intense.
That was an intense energy, or I don't know even what you call that.
He was pretty angry.
I saw that. When I saw what they were doing to me, I saw through his eyes. He was looking at me and what they were doing to me, and it was like torture.
And he attached. He's like, "You're not getting away.
Yeah.
You have to show me this magic."
Yeah.
And he was attached to your knees.
Yeah.
Because ever since you were younger, you couldn't kneel down.
Right. And the pews at church, they hurt so bad.
Yeah, and now you know why. Because you were forced in that lifetime to be there for like 60 days, kneeling down, chained and tortured, and then
No.
Amazing.
It's gone now. He was big. It's weird.
But you must feel lighter.
Yes, I feel lighter.
And I'm still vibrating.
I know, I'm vibrating too.
I'm always vibrating.
It's the two of us together. I vibrate all day long, though.
Yeah, but whenever I have one of these sessions, I'm vibrating for a while afterwards too, because I feel the same energy. We received a lot of activation codes today, and I did something different today than rather me do it. We did a little bit of activation codes on these entities and the one in your heart too.
Oh.
You were able to talk to the baby.
Yes, I didn't know that was there.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah. No, it was when all of a sudden they showed the little feet and it was like over here, connected over here, like kind of just like floating. Like the umbilical cord attachment wasn't down in the womb, it was on the heart.
Wow.
Which makes sense though.
Yeah.
When you think about that.
It is. So is this something you recommend to other people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how can they get a hold of you?
I have a website, which is just my name, KeleenaMalnar.com. I have a YouTube channel, Keleena Malnar. And I have Facebook, Keleena Malnar. And then I have Instagram, which is Keleena Loves. That's the only one that's different.
So when they get in touch with you, what can they expect out of a session with you?
Their own personal key code activations, because each soul will receive what they exactly need in the moment to move them forward on their journey. And then they may come back again. Until, they've got everything that they need.
And it seems like you and I are going to be working together.
Yes.
I have a mission right now to gather my tribe around the world, getting them together. And I always saw it as being each person is a light. And when you get all these lights together, it makes it even brighter. That's how I was envisioning it. And today in this session, we got even a better description of what was happening.
Did we?
Yeah, you'll see it in your... Yeah, well, you weren't all there. But we got a really good description of what is actually going to be happening when everybody gets together. It is really an activation.
Yes.
And so just being together is really important.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to be doing more of this.
I feel like I'm activating right now. Neria tokaramana. See? I just...
So what was...
Activation in the light.
Activation in the light. Very good. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I certainly did. I knew it was going to be a blockbuster because, wow. And I'm just getting over a little cold. And it was a forced rest for me.
You needed that.
Just for this session. I think I needed to start this session completely rested. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I get to meet you sometime soon. Go to my website, albaweinman.com. Sign up there for my newsletter. And we'll get to see each other if we're meant to be. Okay? Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Give me that hug. More activation. Oh, yeah.